90s. I'm sure some of that pool water. But hey, I'd join you, Samson. I don't care if it's 95 or 100-degree water. Hang out right there and we'll just talk life. We have that first alert, though. That's going to be in play. Widespread heat advisory for the entire viewing area beginning at 11 a.m. this morning. But the heat index, like yesterday, it was pushing low 100s and it was widespread. We're stepping into about a feel-like temp later today, 105 to maybe close to 110 degrees. Thrown in there some late-day thunderstorms. But now we're talking the entire viewing area, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. covers a lot of the Midlands. All of our CSRA counties extends back out towards Macon, a lot of southern Georgia, all the way down to the coast. But there will be some relief coming our way this weekend. Looking forward to that. And with any thunderstorm that may be brewing later on today and tonight, poses a little bit of a low risk for strong to severe development there. It would be some very strong gusty winds and heavy downpours. We get into the weekend where rain chances are still expected to be around. Not so much of a severe threat here. And thankfully, the heat risk is definitely just going to disappear a little bit. But for today is still elevated into that moderate to major risk. So just be real careful if you have outdoor plans. Plenty of fluid, staying hydrated, light colored clothes, take breaks, just all the things we talk a lot about to avoid kind of getting into that classification of heat exhaustion and heat stroke. You don't ever want to get there. We're looking at Daniel Field, Aiken, Bushfield, right at about the same range of temps. Low to mid 70s. Had late night thunderstorms last night, which have completely dissipated. So we're not looking at any problems with storms this morning. But average temperatures are going to be back for one more day out of the next 5. We're going to see that drop in temperatures throughout the weekend. 93, 96. Let's talk about the hottest part of the day coming in. We could already be even before lunchtime, kind of giving us a timeline of today as opposed to tomorrow. Thankfully, we don't have to deal with anything close to the triple-digit heat index values like today. So 104, maybe 109, 110, unfortunately, later on today. So the drier air, I don't think we're seeing a lot of dry air in place. Now, humidity levels are definitely going to drop for the weekend because of a wind shift. But for today, 96 to 84 and 82 going all the way through the entire weekend. But there's our rain chances. They're elevated. They go back and forth about 40, 60% out to the middle of next week. And looking at the overall projections for rainfall totals, pretty hefty amounts, 2 to 3, maybe a little bit higher rain totals down toward the coast because we'll have a stalled out frontal boundary just sitting tight across a lot of the southeast and a low off the coast. It's just going to continue to feed a lot of moisture. And with some heavy downpours possible, we're looking at today, tomorrow, and at least through about next week, Monday and Tuesday, in some way or fashion. There's a little bit of a marginal to slight risk for some flash flooding concerns right there. So keep that in mind. Short period of time, heavy downpours. Saw that last night with some flood advisories. Let's talk 90s, getting in there quickly as we move into lunchtime. Quiet first half of the day, late afternoon and evening thunderstorms really start picking up more as we head into that 5 p.m. range. But notice as we kind of push on through, even before midnight, we still may have some thunderstorm activity around. Here's where the cool down starts. The front's through. That stalled out front and cloud cover is going to be with us most of Saturday. And then we're looking at upper 70s and lower to maybe mid 80s. And that's it. So that'll be a welcome sign of relief moving on through late Saturday night and Sunday. Notice Sunday afternoon. We're talking about models wanting to hold upper 60s and low 70s. Well, the rain influence there. Again, the wind shift is staying from the north. So we could be looking at a range of temperatures maybe just around 70 to 80 degrees, and then also maybe some upper 60s. So relief coming. Now we'll see a gradual incline in the temperatures going into next week. We'll start catching back up to close to where we need to be for average, and that's 94, but low to mid 80s, rain chances up all the way through that 7-day stretch, guys.